How you doing, folks? Papa Joe here. Actually, I'm sitting there watching a student trainer car and videos. Yay. Oh goodness, just had a good dinner. Sitting down here in Bossier City, Louisiana. What in the world is he making them use their signal light in a truck stop? Okay. Let's signal all turns, I guess. And they was out here in the open, parked over there in a yellow stripe zone where you ain't supposed to park. Sat there for 5 minutes while he talked to them, I guess. Then had them pull out, use the right turn signal to go across a few islands and a left turn. Crazy. And here in a couple months, whatever, we'll have another uneducated driver out here that was taught wrong, and you can't hardly blame them. Anyhow, I'm 4 miles from my receiver. A little truck stop here in the middle of nowhere on 220. I think it's a 220 Plaza is what it's actually called. Got the Plaza Diner over there. I went in there to eat. It was okay. The atmosphere and the attitude of the workers in there is what made the place. It made a good meal. I mean, come on. I sat there and watched her take powdered potatoes and add hot water to them. Scrape some brown gravy out of a big bucket and put it in the microwave. It was okay food, but a couple of black ladies in there, all late 20s, and they had a damn good attitude and way of dealing with their customers. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. See, y'all didn't even really miss me, did you? Oh, anyway. Those two young ladies in there, they knew the other people that came in. 5 different people. The one couple and 3 stragglers that sat together. They knew them all by name, what they wanted. One of the ladies is running the place and she's training the other one. And we got picking at each other. It was good. Like I say, it was the atmosphere that made the place. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that accident that I posted earlier. And I'd called Jim Dunn because he had a paper load here a while back. I told him a little bit about being careful, which he was halfway there and he was being careful. But this truck that turned over today was carrying paper rolls, it looked like. Someone just got a new dog. The mom is a Catahoula Cur and the dad is a Wolf Husky. In order to be a smart dog, I know they'll train it. But anyhow, this individual was evidently driving too fast and turned that truck over on that ramp. It was a long curving ramp. 2 lanes coming this way, and I mean, a U-turn type situation. It was long and drawn out. It wasn't short and sharp. Then you had 2 more lanes coming from over here intersecting into it, as you can see in the video. It looked to me like he was coming around the curve the way I was. according to the skid marks and whatnot, the rubs on the road. And them roads shifted on him and laid him over. While I was talking to Jim, I gave him a call and told him about the video, and he was already watching it. And I let him know those were paper roads like he had. And he's trying to make excuses for the guy. I wonder if he knew what was in it. Folks, it don't matter. If you pick up a sealed trailer and you don't know what's in it, you treat it like it's a high profile load. High profile just means that the load's tall, it's stacked high. To me, anything that's over waist high to chest high, you're starting to get into top heavy loads. So if you're picking this up and his bill of lading had to say paper somewhere, if nothing else from a paper mill or the name of a known mill, you take it easy. You definitely don't go gassing on it around curves. And now where we was, it was out in the country, so it's real easy to be gassing on it. And evidently he did, and it bit him in the butt. Sealed loads are a pain. You don't know what your weights are, and you don't know what you're carrying, how tall it is, how they loaded it. So the only thing that you can do is use every caution that you can. And really, treat it like it's an unbaffled tanker. Treat it like it's loaded to the ceiling, ready to fall over. Now, I don't know if the guy got hurt. I ain't got a clue. They didn't say, I didn't ask. There's already a couple people made the comment to me that bet it cost him his job. Don't know. Be honest with you, don't care. There's another driver that had a bad judgment call. And we're getting more and more of them drivers out here. Had one today while I was on the phone with Nomad. I wanted to say it was Schneider, but I ain't gonna swear to that. No, it wasn't. Schneider was the bobtail that come flying into that wreck area. That was stupid. But anyway, I'm getting ready to pass him. I'm in the passing lane. I'm less than a car length off of him from passing him. There's vehicles and a truck coming over up here, which if he had stayed in that lane, that truck could have eased over behind him. But instead of that, he just whips it over in front of me. Really? Where did you learn that maneuver at? Now, first off, they're supposed to merge with the traffic. Common courtesy, we move over. But you don't have to cause a wreck and stop traffic. And we slowed way down like 45 miles an hour because this slow truck jumped over there and he had to hit his brakes because it was just stupid. It was a cluster, almost a wreck, because he jumped over. Make them people merge. That's what they're supposed to do, is merge. Me and a buddy of mine was down in Florida, and down there it's left lane, no trucks. I assume it still is. I ain't been down there in years. I was in the second lane, he was in the right lane. No, he was in the middle lane and I was in the right lane. And we're zipping down through there. A school bus is coming on the ramp and coming on. Didn't show no sign of yielding and merging. They was just going to force the right of way. And it had kids on it. Boy, that hamburger patty was better first time. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, he moved over into that no truck lane to let me over so we didn't have a wreck with his school bus. The cop stopped him. I stopped with him. The cop literally told us, should have let him hit you. I'm like, dude, it was a school bus of kids. Should have let him hit you. I'm like, wow. And he ticketed the guy. Failure to yield that lane. Blew me away. Stay out of that lane is a hell of a lot more important than a school bus full of kids. The point is they are supposed to work their way onto the highway. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't like the East Coast, but damn it, they know how to come on the highway. Before they get down the ramp, they're looking and they pick out a spot and they merge into that spot. That's how you're supposed to do it. All this nonsense of not looking until you're down here in the last few feet. Oh my Lord, there's a truck. Then run it down the shoulder. I am not going to jeopardize these innocent people's lives like that fool did us this morning because this dumbass don't know how to merge. That Schneider this morning, actually it was early afternoon. Now they was stopping us back there at the beginning of that long curve I was talking about. And they was telling us all trucks are hitting the shoulder up there. So we're on the shoulder, you can see it in the video. Traffic over there in that far left lane, one empty lane between us. Nice and safe, nobody get hurt. And here comes a Schneider bobtail. About took my mirror off. It was trucking. It ain't like he was creeping, he was trucking. Now you know there's an accident, they just stopped you back there and told you. How stupid do you have to be to hammer on it in less than a half mile to get up to 40 mile an hour more or less to fly through stopped traffic? What are you doing? And I ain't gonna ask what was you thinking, because obviously you weren't. There are those that ask about me being a trainer and stuff. I don't think folks could handle me as a trainer. I have one individual that's asked me about teaming with him and training him. And he has a year or two under his belt. But he's smart enough to know that he wasn't taught right. So he's asking me and talking to me about going out with him and team driving and teaching him a little bit. And I already told him, dude, I've done hurt your feelings a couple of times. You sure you want to team drive with me? Because I'm me. I ain't going to change for you. And he thinks he can handle it. At least he's smart enough to know that he's still got some good learning to do. I've got a few people I know that, I know, you try to tell me anything, I know. Cool, if you know, why the hell am I talking to you? Why am I still trying to train you anything if you know? Go on and do your I know. That's about all I wanted to cover. I wanted to forewarn you that if you're picking up a loaded trailer that's sealed, you can't see your load, you don't know exactly what it is or anything else, use every precaution that you can. Treat it like it's eggs. Drive like you're on ice. Be careful. Don't assume nothing and end up on your side blocking 4 lanes of traffic. That's simple. Y'all remember, good Lord loves you. So do I. Neither one of us, me or him, want to see you laying on your side in the middle of the road. Y'all have a blessed day now. Bye.